see if we've got people coming in. Okay, not viewers yet. Let me just make sure everything is working. All right, let me see. Have I got this right? Okay. All right. So it looks like we've got 4 viewers. I'm just making sure. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure everything's all caught up. Looks like it's going. So, all right. Yeah, we have 4 views. Oh, there we go. Leslie, hello, how are you? Morning to you, afternoon to me. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. That is lurking or hanging out. Do I? Because it's funny. Thank you, Desi. Pardon me. Now I'm losing my voice. I just took my antihistamine. The frame I found, it's pretty nice. It was off of Twitch. Thank you, though. Thank you. I'm feeling okay. I've just got these horrible allergies. And so, despite the fact that I feel like I can talk just fine, my voice is going in and out. We'll just see how long it lasts. It's annoying because, like I said, I feel good. I want to read, but like if my voice goes out, I'm going to be so annoyed. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best. It's 8 a.m. Monday morning. And Leslie, you're in Australia, isn't that right? What state, can I ask? I have a lot of family in South Australia. Hello, greeter TK Teresa Cole. Queensland, ah. Hello, Grandma. Hello, everyone coming in. So great that you're popping on in. And Craig Dixon, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. So, I'm sorry, my voice is, and Sharon, I want to make sure I addressed you, and JR, and hello, Cecile, Miss BB, hey y'all. Okay, I'm going to sit myself up more. This bed, I hate this thing. Won't have it much longer. It's become kind of a bane to my existence, but also entirely necessary. So, all right. Just getting yourself situated. I see light. Oh, I don't know if light worker is. Yeah, light worker's here. I think. It's late UK time. I am pleasantly surprised. Allison Ottaway. Ah, there you are, Lightworker. Thank you. Lightworker, don't forget to email me at Maijastarot@gmail.com. That is the email for my YouTube. So I have to send you a t-shirt, Lightworker, for that is like I said, I am but poor and I pay in t-shirts. So just make sure you let me know the size that you would need, and you will get a limited edition Maya's Tarot t-shirt designed by yours truly. Okay. It's I'm just letting people come in and get comfortable, and I'm going to be reading on personal and public topics. But with the sake of the number of people coming in, just to adjust it, I always try to keep it to one question, and we'll see how that goes and how the flow of people coming in and out goes, because I don't want, to have one person that's where I'm getting too much and not passing it around, So anyway, I hope that you all are doing well, and I'm glad that you're here and showing up, and I'm glad that I have finally made the chat box size where when people type in, I've tried to figure out how to make it, it's showing nice and large so that it shows up, not this teeny tiny font that I couldn't read. And I thought, why am I doing this to myself? I can change this. So anyway, just loosening up, I have got my space ready. So I've got my 2 cams going here, and I've got this is the Enchanted Tarot. If you're curious what deck I'll be using today, for the most part, it is a long but narrow deck, so I'm able to deal with this one much more easily. And it seems to resonate with me. I read well with it. So I've laid this one out. I see that you guys are getting your questions queued up, and I thank you for doing that. And I'll try and mind the queue of questions. If I by chance miss one, alert Lightworker. And if you're having trouble to get my attention, because I can't, it's really difficult. Well, I'm doing several things at once. I'm monitoring of course, the screens and making sure all the software's running, but I'm also reading and filming and trying to keep track of what's going on. So I'm so glad that Lightworker is here, and I have great mods. So anyhow, I'll be rolling back the chat. Ooh, make sure my copy's all right. To read on the questions, and I'll go ahead and I'll get started. Okay. And as I said, if I don't catch your question, please be patient and just remember to bring it around to my attention, and know that every Sunday, unless I'm sick or there's something else going on, this is my standard time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm here on Sundays. And I'll be doing more lives. Okay, let's see. Let me see. All right. Okay, your eldest girl, I'm looking at what I presume are questions. I'm wanting to make sure. Okay, so it looks like Leslie King, it looks like you're looking to pinpoint some health issues that your eldest female child is having. So I'll start there because that's where it looks like. So go ahead, put your questions, type them in, and just know that I will be going down the list and I'll be trying to get to them. Patience will be required. Make sure that you do whatever you need to do. Very chill, okay? Very relaxed. Get your drinks, your bevies, whatever. Your tea, water, snacks. I have granola down here. All right, so I'm going to try to tune in. Thank you, Leslie. I really appreciate that feedback. That is huge. It is huge. It's so important. And Desiree, I do see your question about your mother, but I'm just going to start with Leslie's question about her eldest and the health issues. So I'm going to see if I can get to that. I always get hair from my keep my hair down. I get everything. I should tie it up, but I don't. Oh well, no big deal. All right, Leslie King. So I'm just going to ask Spirit to help me tune in to those of you who are here asking questions and help me to read accurately and clearly for you guys. Okay. And I'm going to start with Leslie. And her eldest daughter is having some health issues that she wanted the cards to look at. And so I'm asking the universe what you can share with her regarding health issues of an eldest daughter. What are the health issues? Leslie King's eldest daughter. Pinpoint. Okay, let's see if I can do anything. Alright, make sure I'm holding the deck the right way. It's always good. Okay, we're getting the Ace of Swords, so there's going to be clarity covering her and her health issues. I wonder if the light would help this or whether it will be a problem. Let me just... it tends to put just a glare, doesn't it? And make a hissing noise, so... okay. That is the card that's covering her. And I feel like she's going to quickly, actually, going to get some clarity on this and start going, because she's wanting to go in the right, in a better direction and to be on top of the health and be vibrant and all of that. And when that's crossing her with that Six of Wands. So let's see what... Taking off the glass. I'll be taking them off and on because I was too cheap to get bifocals. I should have learned. I thought, it's not that big a deal. It is. I'm annoyed with myself. And okay, so that other 6, wow, so she's already getting 2 6s. This is showing, I feel like we're tracking on something. And this deals with needing some outside help. So she should be, definitely, if she hasn't, going to someone, and likely a specialist. Just give you what I can get. Oh, sorry. I know you're all going to go like, don't crack your knuckles, but like I have to. 10 of Hearts, family. I think this must be, so she's crowned. I forget that I've got this camera down here all the time. So we have the 10 of Hearts that's crowning her. This feels like it's something that runs in the family, quite possibly, or is what you would call genetic, something that through heredity. I think it looks like the feeling it's wanting to give me, though, is it's something that's treatable. That's my gut feeling. Let me see what the cards want to say. Okay, in the recent past, there is the card of Strength. This is like has been a real challenge for her to endure, and that is what her lessons have been. That this has been teaching her. Don't you just love those lessons of endurance? They can get fucked. Actually, so I feel like, yeah, she's been going through difficulty. She wants to know so that she can be proactive with this. And I feel like there's a really significant change coming in the near future. This is the death card, but I do not feel that it is a physical death. I don't. I feel like it's a radical change, given that I think she's going to be more proactive with regard to this. Four of Hearts, it looks to me like there's been some kind of waiting, perhaps. And not feeling, I think getting used to not feeling good a little bit. I don't know your eldest, but it looks like there's kind of like a meh feeling. The energy isn't great. So she should definitely be seeing somebody, because this could be something that will require like a doctor, somebody to help get it turned around. In her environment is the Fool. I think it is just not knowing. And maybe being foolish and not going. I'm not sure. If she has not gone to go see somebody, this could also be people in the environment she's gone to not knowing and being foolish. But so I would say, if she's seen somebody, get a second opinion. Make sure it's specialized. And make sure that there aren't being excuses. Be very proactive with it. It looks like it's connected to the family line, and blood. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3. You know, she's hoping to figure out what it is, and she wants to have hope. That's showing up. And the Three of Wands to me says she just needs to have some further testing done. I think that she needs to go and get that done to know this, because this is something I feel like that can be treated. But she's just going to feel rough until she goes in and sees somebody that can give her the proper course of treatment or medicine or recommendation of supplement or whatever. I think there's a sense here of like feeling like, this is making my life really inconvenient, but it's like you've just got to get in charge and see someone if she hasn't. And if she has seen someone that's not given her satisfaction or helped her, then she needs to, I believe, see a specialist, because it looks like it's a genetic thing. All right? I hope that's some way helpful, Leslie. All right, now I'm going to go and see who is after Leslie. All right, so Craig Dixon. I think you would be next from what I can see. So, oh, Vanessa, you made it. I'm glad. I'm just catching up with you guys, so I'm rolling back to catch the questions and trying to do so in order. Yeah, you know what, Leslie? I think she's a bit scared. She's got to stop making excuses. Make her go. This is something that, if left untreated, maybe this will put some fire, seriously, if left untreated, I feel like it's the kind of thing that could do serious damage. This is something that is totally treatable, and she just needs to make the effort to do it and be treated and be given the right course of treatment. Tell her that. Gosh, she's letting herself feel like crap longer than she needs to. I think she's going to be kicking herself later. So Craig, I'm coming back to you. A friend of yours named John, let's see, passed, and I have to pop to the other thing to be able to see your question more fully. All right. And you, He died about 30 years ago. Okay. Is he around me at times? I feel responsible for him. I shouldn't have told him to join the military. Okay, Craig. So let me just clear the last energy off my deck, and I'm going to dial into you and your friend John that passed away around 30 years ago. And I'm just going to ask Spirit to give for me the information that is for you regarding John. That's simple. But I ask the source of truth and light and my spiritual mentors to help me understand. Well, I don't have to understand it, but to help me to relate it accurately so that you understand it. Okay. And let's see if John, what does the universe want to say to you with regard to John, and what does John maybe want to say to you? Okay, Craig Dixon. All right. Here's the Seven of Hearts. Well, this shows a lot of different choices. Oh. Sorry. I need to switch back over to my other camera. There we go. This shows a lot of different choices. This can also be confusion. And I would definitely say that in your case, I think regarding your friend's passing, you lack clarity. There's a lot of emotion involved in it. Queen of Pentacles, well-being. Queen of Swords, Six of Wands, victory. I see two females. Around you. And I think one, I'm just getting a hit when I go back to this Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if she died as a result of mental illness. And it could be something like dementia. Queen of Pentacles. Adult, maternal, earthy type. And then there's another female around you. She was really athletic, is what I'm getting. Adult, female, possible air sign. But I just get very, very competitive and athletic. Let me just dial back in. If they come up again, they do. But let me just dial back into you, Craig, and see about John. Maybe these were a couple of folks that were wanting to, hey, hi. Tell Craig hi. I think we just got spirit bombed. All right, let me see. I wanted the spirit to address. Thank you so much, Ruby. Thank you. I really appreciate everyone's presence and patience. So, Craig, let me just get back to you. With John. I honestly feel like I just got spirit bombed in a reading. That's never happened before. Well, anyway, whatever it was, I want to know about John for Craig. And I asked Spirit what it is I need to share with you with regard to John. All right. 9 of Hearts. So here we have contentment. I think your friend is letting me know, first off, about they are content. The Fool. Okay, crossing them. They took this risk. I do feel like I'm getting John now. And I feel like this is a message about taking a risk, that they are content. And so I feel like he's trying to tell you, you don't need to feel bad. I'm in a good place. That was part of my will with the Fool. If part of my adventure, of my choice in my life was to go there. That was part of it, with the major arcana card of the Fool showing up. But you are not the Fool. This shows also with the Fool, if and I hope everyone will just be very patient and respective. Know that I'm going to take my time for you this Sunday. And if I get hungry, I have granola. So I am not going anywhere. I'm going to try to catch everyone's reading. But Craig, what I get is that your friend is saying they had a certain desire for adventure, a certain love of a bit of an adrenaline rush and adventure. But also there is foolishness too. There's many times a lack of awareness that accompanies those that are attracted to bigger risks in what they go and do in the world. And that's what I feel like with this person. I feel like he was a little bit foolish. And he's claiming that on his own, like, that was my, at the end of the day, I was happy enough to be there and to go and to do this. It was something he wanted to do. He wants that to be known. He's like, I'm fine with the 9 of Hearts, and this was my choice to go. But here he does have the 9 of Swords. This is anxiety. This is definitely a definite switch of mood from that of being fun and what's an adventure, This is starting to look like, and then 4 of Hearts, somebody not feeling, somebody that is doesn't care and doesn't have any empathy. And I think he sensed that. He's like, this is coming up against an individual that has lost their connection to feeling empathy. And that made him very nervous. So I'm feeling like this friend, your friend John, my hands are dry, do forgive. I can't be ashy while I'm reading, or any other time for that matter. I'm just getting a lot from these cards, and with that 9 of Swords, it almost struck me as being the 10 of Swords, Craig, and that is usually where someone has been slain. And I did get that kind of an energy, and I'm still getting that energy between that 9 and that 4 of Hearts right there. So I think if he's around you, it's not to make you feel bad. but more as the comfort of the Nine of Hearts, the Nine of Cups, that he's okay, and would not want you to feel personally at all guilty for what he says with the cards was an adventure, and the life that he had, that he chose to embark upon. And he was just a bit, I'm getting green, and I think got into something over his head here, into a situation with somebody that wasn't very caring, and somebody that had a chip on their shoulder, the sense of needing to be like win, to be victorious over someone else. There's a conquering effect feeling with this. I'm feeling like this is somebody that was around him at the time of his passing, and he's talking about that. It almost feels to me like an energy of a robbery, but it's also just very cold. It's very, very cold with that Four of Hearts. Total disconnection. The Empress and the Lover. So this has to do with thinking somebody's wealthy, or thinking somebody's going to have more than they do, maybe, on them as well, and trying, I think, sizing people up by how they appear, definitely, and thinking, do they look like they might have something of value? I totally feel like there may have been a robbery, and I don't know if that's accurate or not. But the message that I get, Craig, for you is that they really do not want you to feel responsible, John. And I'll end it out by these two cards, that he's moved on. And he's on the adventure, he said, on the other side. And that's his, new area that he's grown in and exploring. I definitely get that with him. So he does come and visit you, but he doesn't stay long. He would tend to kind of in and just saying hi to you. And then he's really, look at that Eight of Wands. Energetic, but he goes between worlds. He goes between realms. And if you close out with the Two of Swords, the disturbance of the environment around you, you, Craig, I think, have a bit of a natural mediumistic ability with this Two of Swords, for one thing, and I think that you can kind of pick up on his wavelength. So you can communicate with him that way, and try that if you haven't, because I feel like there are other people that want to talk to you. That Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles to boot. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, Craig. Just make sure that you keep your boundaries. Otherwise it can drain you. And know that you are not personally responsible for everyone else's choices that they make. They have to okay it at the end of the day. And that's not on you. Okay? Oh, in the Philippines. Okay. I have family from the Philippines. My sis-in-law. So okay, I'm glad it does. And he's okay now. He's like, he wants you. He doesn't want you to be feeling that way, and I'm glad to see it, especially with the way that he passed, being a bit, not a natural death. Let's put it that way. All right, Desiree. I was next. Mother will pass this year. Okay, let me just check. I just want to double check your question. All right, let me just... Forgive me for rolling back, but I'm just trying to make sure. Okay. No, Craig, again, I'm seeing now your additional comments. You know, that was his choice. He considered it, and the adventure appealed to him. And it makes sense, because it would be an adventure going to the Philippines. But you cannot go to these places, other countries, without somebody that knows them very well to accompany you. You must be very careful. All right. Now, let's see. I see Cecile's question is next. But I also feel like from my other, yeah, I'm going to go back to my other screen because I think her question got eaten here. So, all right. I'm going to get to you, Desiree. Well, your mother passed this year. I just have to double check because YouTube is so buggy that sometimes when we're on lives, and you're even on lives, as well as when you're commenting on one of my videos, your questions will get eaten. So if it gets eaten, repost. I have to double check 2 screens to make sure so I can see. So I'm just going to dial into you now, Desiree, on your mother, and if she will pass this year. Okay. And I see yours, Lori Gilbert, after her. And I'll carry on downward from there. All right. Desiree, will your mother, is she going to be passing this year? Is it your mother's time window coming up to exit the earthly realm this year? We'll see if the universe will relate that. Sometimes they don't want to relate it. Other times, they seem to be really like, sure. All right. So, Desiree, RL. All right. Let me see what I get for you. I believe so. Wheel of Fortune. But let me just continue on, because with the Wheel of Fortune, it is talking about fate, and it is talking about the completion of the journey, a completion of a cycle. And we have many cycles in our lives, but this may be a bit of a, yeah, she's closing out card. Yes, I think so. Ace of Hearts. That is a new beginning with spirit to me. Okay, so I think this could be the year that she would be passing. I think Spirit is wanting to give you a yes answer with that. And I see that there might be some issues coming up where I'm thinking like details about how, make sure that you have her burial wishes, up to snuff. Make sure that you know, pardon, what a faux pas, but make sure you have her wishes, because there could be people fighting about it, is what I'm seeing. Or there's somebody's got it, no, this would be better. There's always one of them in the crowd. So go over those details with her if you can, or what you know would be best, because it looks like that is going to be important, because there could be some difference in opinion and emotionally involved. So, but at the end of the day, I think it's all going to work out to the satisfaction with the Nine of Hearts and that Princess of Wands. It feels like it's a positive, loving goodbye, or until later. And she passes with the Ten of Hearts over to the ancestors after, I think, illness, right? So she will rejoin them, and oh, look at that, there's celebration on and justice. She will feel at peace, like she is right where she needs to be. So I think so. I think definitely so. I think this could be her year too. And thank you, Virgo and Sinlu. All right, Desiree, I hope that was made sense for you. I feel like it picked up. Now, Lori Gilbert, could I ask if my health issues will get better? Yes. You are next, Lori Gilbert. Can I ask if my health issues will get better? Lori Gilbert. Her health. Spirit. Spiritual mentors, please assist me to share with Lori Gilbert about, she wants to know whether or not her health issues will be getting better or improving. Also, whatever you feel like you need to share with her regarding her health. And help me to read accurately and clearly. All right, let me take a look. The Lovers. Okay, this means choices are involved. All right. Ace of Pentacles. I think that you have something new. This could be even a medication or a therapy for the body or the health issue at hand. A new beginning there. And I would say that yes, with the Lovers, I believe it would improve. It would harmonize. So I feel that there is, moving forward, going to probably be that. But let's just look at all of the cards. You've got, this is based on the card of Strength, so that's good. That's endurance. And you will get stronger. You're crowned by a King of Pentacles. Recent past, Six of Pentacles, getting help. Ten of Swords. You know, I think it's just you're going to be ending out a difficult cycle. And there might be a few more issues in the near future that have to play out. And then it's done with, I think then you're going to not have it, they're going to figure out a means to address that, because it's about healing, going towards healing with that Ten of Swords. There's such a feeling of that, and other people helping you in regard to your healing with the Six of Pentacles here. So I see you continuing to go see somebody, maybe a male doctor or healer of some kind that is helpful. And I think they're very astute to figure out what it is to help you go in a better direction. Yeah, you've got the Hanged Man in your environment. You need a different point of view. Maybe he is the different point of view, this King of Pentacles. So, I can't say enough, a second opinion, or a change of opinion may even come. from whoever is treating you or who you go to see about your health situation, or that may be something you need to do. And Judgment. This is about gaining greater awareness, and shows in your hopes and fears. It shows that you want to do that. And thank you so much for everyone that's here waiting so patiently. And I see, with the Four of Hearts, there is a bit of frustration. It's not going to be fast enough. I think you're rebounding for your liking, but you are on course. Don't you hate that? But I see that you are healing. It's just that you need a second, I think, opinion, a second set of eyes, and a shift of view. Somebody that can share that with you. And maybe the person you've seen just hasn't been able to do that. Prince of Hearts. It's going to be some kind of unexpected... It just feels like you're going to be feeling like, is this ever going to get any better? I do. I see the frustration. And then it will. The Chariot and the King of Hearts. When you go see this King of Hearts, I think you need to see somebody different. So just keep that in mind. I do see, yes, your health improving into the future. And it might be that it could improve more quickly, but I see it improving around a different, perhaps, person. Maybe a King of Hearts and not this King of Pentacles. So it just could be a different healthcare professional that you need to see and get their different opinion on about what you can do. And I think it's going to make the difference you've been waiting for. Okay? I hope that makes sense, Lori, because I think that's important that you know that there's something else that you could be doing, or a treatment that's available that somebody else may be able to point you toward. Okay, now I'm going to go to Grandma Kej. Well, my daughter, again, forgive me, I'm not getting the full screen on this for some reason. I don't know why it does this. Be approved to buy a... Let me just bop over here again real fast. And my apologies for taking a moment here. Okay, let me just see a bit. Okay, be approved for a loan to buy a home. All right. So I'm at Grandma Kej. Her that's a doggy tail hitting the door. They're home. So my dog sitting is now complete. Will my daughter be approved for a loan? Grandma Kej. All right, I'm going to dial into you. Will her daughter be approved for a loan? Do we see a loan approval coming for Grandma Kej's daughter? All right, what we got for Grandma? What we got to share with her? Will her daughter get her loan for the home? I get the Sun. The answer is yes. So I get a yes, Grandma Kej. Okay. I'm going to go on to the next one. And once again, thank you, Ruby R., for your generous donation. I really, really appreciate that. And you're a new sub to boot. Thank you so much, Ruby. All right, now I'm on to IT Guy. Your question. Oh, somebody else did chat. Let me just... That 49. Thank you so much. Craig, I appreciate that. All right. So, IT guy. If your disability will be approved? Let me just take a looky-loo, make sure I've got this right. Yes, you're asking about your disability. IT guy. All right. And again, I appreciate everyone's patience. I just like to be careful because I know that you're waiting and it means a lot to me, so I try to be careful, make sure I get to your questions. And if I make a mistake, please be kind. I'm doing the best I can. And your patience is so appreciated. All right, IT guy, will your disability be approved? Your disability get approved. Will you get approval for disability? IT guy. So Spirit, what can we share with IT guy regarding approval of disability? I had to do that before, and it's a lot to try to get approved. You know what? It is not a joke. So IT guy, will he get his disability approved? Like to make sure I get the cards good and shuffled. You get the King of Hearts. So I feel like yes with the King of Pentacles. So I'm feeling that you will with these two really strong masculine cards. It's just a yes to me, that they are like saying yes, he will get that. These could be even two people that will be looking over that for you. I see that you've kind of gotten to where you don't want to get excited one way or the other about it. But I believe, yes, that you will. Yes, you get the Six of Wands. Okay? All right, now we're going to go to the next question. That was IT guy's question. I am now moving on to the next question. Thank you. I like the background too. All right, now, Cecile, I'm on your question. Your mother passed in 2016. You were with her during her passing. Was there something she wanted to say that she couldn't? That's a good question. And Virgo and Sin, if you have any questions and I missed it by chance, please make sure to drop it in the comments. If by chance YouTube decided to eat your delicious comment, please just repost. And that goes for anyone who is wanting a reading, a mini reading here. So, I'm reading on Cecile's question about her mother and if there was anything that she wanted to get across to her when she passed in 2016. Okay. So often when we're ill, the energy and the presence of mind to express what we want to say isn't there as we would like. And I remember feeling that way when I was really ill, or I've been close to death. So I can tell you this much, and that's why that it's important, I think, to read on these things. It gives a chance for them to express and communicate in another way. All right. Cecile's mom, Spirit, is there anything she had wanted to convey but couldn't at the time of her passing? Okay, I get the Seven of Hearts and the Six of... Well, she's saying that she wasn't very present, okay? And that as she went and crossed over. The clarity was like putting on, it's just like, it just, what she's giving me to feel and see is just like somebody's just turning on the lights, if you will. Her cohesive understanding, everything was switched back on. She felt more like on the earthly realm, like she was in a dream kind of state, for some reason, with that Seven of Hearts, that Seven of Cups, and with the Six of Swords, that in her transition to the other side, she gained clarity and she was able to look, she's wanting to say, at issues at hand, but that she was not in her best or in her most clear state of mind at the time of her passing. So she's definitely indicating that. She's talking about a King of Swords and a magician. So this guy may have been somebody in your family, I don't know, that's manipulative. And I'm feeling in this case that not in a good way. So she's identifying a King of Swords as perhaps somebody that was a manipulator, and she may not have expressed that and been honest that that's what he was. Very clever, shrewd manipulator. Ten of Swords that caused ruin and poor health, maybe even her death. I'm not sure. Or her, somebody's, just a great deal of sorrow. Ten of Swords and the Five of Hearts, like heartbreak, just gutted by somebody. It feels like you really broke her heart. So like a player. It's got like a player energy. So I don't know if that makes sense, Cecile. Ten of Pentacles, this has to do with family and extended family. And she's with ancestors also. Oh, great. Love that. Love that. Prince of Pentacles. So she's all right. She's all right now. But she wants to admit that there was a very manipulative and somebody that was not good that she had in her life. The King of Swords. I hope that makes some kind of sense. She did. Okay. She broke through. And so she when she it's really showed that when she, and this is not, she's not alone in this, Cecile. Many people, when they've had either like mental health issues or a problem with a cognitive, like dementia, as they're literally going over, they gain clarity. It's like the lights are coming back on. And that's what she wants me to share with you, and that there was a guy that she's recognizing was a manipulator that maybe she didn't admit to you was. Okay? All right, so I'm getting on to Virgo in Sin Lu. Your question, your eldest sister passed on 9/11, not in the event, but on the same date in 2016. You were with her. Did she have a message for you concerning the house you're trying to purchase? Okay, I get it. She was a realtor, and she did appear to you in a dream. Okay. So, Virgo in Sin Lu. Okay, Cecile. That probably is, if he was the air sign, then yeah, he may have also been able to help her get over. But Virgo, I'm going to read on your eldest sister, and I'm going to see about the house. So I'm just going to try to dial in and ask if she will give you her input on the house that you are looking to purchase. Okay. So, Virgo in Sinlu. Your sister, your eldest sister, what does she want to relay to you? Just want to do one more shuffle. Okay. The Ace of Hearts, the Ace of Cups. Love. She just has this overflowing love. And the Three of Pentacles. And I'm feeling like there was a connection with maybe you and another person. I don't know. But there's just this real tight, it feels like little group, a clique of your own. I mean, like, but of your own. The feeling I'm getting. And she's showing the card of the Magician of communication. The Lovers. Yes, and communicating with you. I think she can communicate through a variety of ways, because there's such a such a close emotional. You know, you were there with her when she passed. This is very bonding, and this is the bonding energy I'm getting first with this Three of Pentacles and that Ace of Hearts. Your bonds with each other are so strong. And she's able to communicate, I think, advanced. Okay, Five of Pentacles. So she was sick, I guess? And she's talking, there's one message where there's a sick, I don't know if it's your dad or if this was a husband, but it's got the father-husband energy, and it has the Five of Pentacles. This could be going through a tough time with this male husband-father figure. They could be having a health issue or financial issues, or you're just having difficulties with them in some way. The energy is, she's wanting to speak to that. Or maybe they're having health issues, mental health issues also. And Six of Swords, she's talking about them transitioning. And the Two of Pentacles, going through the processing. So I feel like this is a father figure or a husband. And they're about them, them having to kind of have healing on the other side to bring balance, is what she's saying. There's a little bit more with them that looks like was brought in to bring this person to a state of healing, of wholeness on the other side. And it's a husband or a father figure. Now I know that that's not about the house, but somehow she's bringing me this information. Maybe it's particular to the home that you're going to be looking at. Maybe it's the house of an older, like a father that's looking to, there could be a place that's going to come up, and I'm just going to say maybe it was an older gentleman's home, maybe he's not able to keep it up anymore, something along these lines. There's choices, she's saying, with the Lovers and the Magician. More than one place as well, potentially. So there's a home, I think, where there's an older man. Sometimes I gotta see how she's trying to bring in, or how they're bringing in people. I can't tell, is this family? Who is this? But now I think when, that it's to do with the home, because he's going to be passing with that Six of Swords, which also feels like for you will be a move. And there's 2 and 2, so while he's passing, somehow you're also moving into a better direction. And I think his home, Temperance, it will become available. I'm not trying to be strange. It's not haunted or anything like that. But see if that doesn't have some kind of resonance, Virgo, of a home. At least one of the choices is going to be in connection, I think, to an older gentleman who's passing. I don't mean to sound, not thoughtful, but their natural cycle of life is ending. I see them as being an older man. There's an older man. And there's something about almost like this is like he's going and you're coming in. And it's this temperance, it's this balance of this flow. And I get that with the 2 of Pentacles and Temperance. So I think she will be definitely helping you find this place, and I think helping this man to actually, oh my gosh, pass over. She's like watching him. I don't mean to sound like a ghoul. I'm not. But it's like she's seeing that he's going to be passing. There's a home. And, she's like, what? It works. I hope that makes sense. I just kind of picked that up about her personality. She's like, there's no shame in this. It works just fine. He's going... So I got to find out. Get back to me on this. Because it looks like she's pointing me towards a home. I can't say enough of an older gentleman. And it does look relatively soon, but not super fast. This person's... I think it's within this year. But it might go in a little bit. It just depends on their release of the earthly realm. Seriously. I really feel like it's... Or when the relatives put it up on the market. But I feel like there is a flow, and I feel like it could be it definitely doesn't look far off, and I know it can. I'm sorry, I'm not great with timing, but I'm just going to say in the near future, in the relatively near future. Oh, you're up late. Hello, Spooky Mama. Hello, Larissa. Oh, Ruby R. I don't think you got missed. I thought I did yours. Let me just go back. Let me just make sure. Oh, Jeanette was her name? Virgo, that's great. Jeanette. All right. Forgive me. I'm trying to make sure. Okay, after making sure I'm who I get to next. So, Ruby. Okay, Cecile, have a good one. I'll see you later. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back. Lightworker, can you see who's next? Did I get? I thought I got Ruby's, but I might be wrong. Let me just roll back. And hello to JR. I thought I wonder if her comment got eaten. I can't see it on here. And hello, Rosetta. So I think you're just to finish up there. I definitely think your sister was showing me. I couldn't understand at first what she was showing me, but then it's like it's like, hold on, you'll see it. Okay. Ruby, if I didn't get it, please repost it because I rolled back and sometimes YouTube is being a real pain in the butt and eating stuff. Let's see. So JR, 3 years ago, a crime committed, you didn't get justice. Does your attacker look remorseful? Okay. Is he paying emotionally, JR? You reposted it, Ruby? Alright. Okay, Ruby, I see it. Alright. Ruby, I'll do yours, and then I'm going to go to JR. Okay. Because Ruby was way back there, and I didn't see it, JR, so I appreciate your being understanding and everyone being patient and just enjoy. Just sit back, relax. I'll try to get to you, and know that if I don't get to you this week, and I will next weekend or during a live that might come even before that, because I'm trying to figure out which day works best during the week for a live as well. All right. So Ruby wants to know, about her partner and if they are trustworthy. Okay. So I asked Spirit to help me to read accurately. Clearly, Ruby, with the partner that she's on about, is this partner trustworthy? Is this partner trustworthy for Ruby? And Spirit to help me read for Ruby and her question. Okay. Well, we get the Lover's card. How do you like that? For straight out of the chute, talking about love. Okay. King of Hearts. I don't know whether or not he is a water sign, but that's who you have crossing you. I see Queen of Wands. Swords. Make sure, it always helps to hold the deck the right way. There's the 3. Four of Swords. I see retreat in your near future. And it's to get peace of mind. I just don't feel like you're quite there yet. I don't know if this was through work or a connection that way. I see a Queen of Wands, and I do get a King of Swords, but I feel that I think there is going to be a little more of a wait in the near future to see how you feel with regard to them. That Four of Swords can talk about healing, and no matter what, healing is definitely the next energy you're moving into. So let's just see if he's going to be in the environment. There is the Devil. Okay, so this is what you're thinking on, and this is his cheating, and you know, this is temptation. The Hanged Man, caught. He's definitely caught. And it gives you a different perspective perhaps about him than you had before. I'm not sure. This is what you're afraid of, which is, I think, him doing it again, which would be the Ace of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune, I think that you will have to end up cutting him loose. I think you're right, but I think that you will have to go through your own process in doing that with the Four of Swords and pulling back and your healing. And I feel that with the Wheel of Fortune, it could be that you give him a chance again, but I just feel like you can't get over the mental hurdle to trust him again. And I think that that's probably for the best, because I still feel like he has that temptation within him, with the Devil showing up and the Lovers. And it's looking like you need to go in a more healing direction and away from that. And I see you doing that. Yes, with the Ace of Swords, you're going to have clarity where the Three of Swords were cheating and all that stuff is concerned. It will be clear to you. And you will take appropriate action. So, trust your instinct. That's all I can say, Ruby. Trust your instinct. There will be, I think you will have proof. Maybe some receipts or something will be enough for you, because that Ace of Swords is clarity. And it's right next to the card of a love triangle. Okay? But it is further, you know, it could be a little further into the future that you'll get it. Yeah, because that was the last card. So it's, you know, work on the process of letting go, because I see you letting go of him and needing to move on to people that are much more fulfilling. A Prince of Pentacles and Ten of Hearts. You know, these are people that are healthy for you to be around. He's not good for you. Okay? I think you're right. Hello, Rena. Take your time with this, Ruby. That's what it's telling me. Take your time with the Four of Swords. Go slow for yourself. Do it on your own. Don't rush in ending it, you know. Take your time. Do it so that it's at your comfort level as much as possible. There's no need to rush. That's what I get with that Four of Swords. It's about slowing down and healing. I think you might catch him. Seriously, with those cards, but in the future. Didn't show up in the past. All right. I'm going to roll back to JR's question. Okay. There was a crime committed against you, and you didn't get justice through the courtroom, unfortunately. And you want to know if your attacker is remorseful and if they have any emotional karma that they're paying. I hope that they're able to feel that. Many times people that do this kind of thing, they don't care, but let's see if your attacker is remorseful and have they paid in other ways, that in the way that people pay when they don't pay for something through a court. Sometimes I think it's well, of course, I think it's worse when people don't. I think it's actually worse for them, their spirit, because I think they have heavier work to do once they cross, because they didn't get it sorted, they didn't take care of it the proper way, or in a better way. They did not go through any means of recourse. So, that's just my feedback. And I'm going to take a look and see what the universe wants to say about your attacker and whether or not, how they have been. Have they had to pay emotively, mentally, for their crime against you? Well, we have a King of Hearts and the Eight of Pentacles. Three of Swords, yes. Based on the Three of Swords. This is causing pain. This is causing someone else misfortune, heartbreak, and also physical. Now let's see what's crowning him. The Six of Hearts, yes, this deals with the past. And that has been in his mind. I just want to pull, yeah, and it shows here the aggressive, overbearing actions and bully activity attacking you in that. And I feel that they also, I wonder if there's an issue with them mentally, possibly just, it could come from just plain old genetics, but it could also be through the use of substance sometimes, because it looks like in their near future, or in their relatively near future, they have a lack of kind of ability to reason. They're not well grounded. It's just kind of odd. Yes, and things come to them. It could be also that they are haunted in a sense by it. Three of Cups in the environment. And the Wheel of Fortune, yes. And they have a karmic debt, a karmic situation there that they will have to pay off. And they've paid off some, they're paying some of it off, but it looks like they are going to become vulnerable themselves in the near future here, because mentally it looks like there's confusion for this individual. And in the near future, very near future. Let me just see what's crossing here with that. And this was the Eight of Pentacles. This is the physical, over and over again. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking it has to do with, yes, definitely with them doing that to you. They will pay for it. and they are paying for it. That's actually, and I know some people say, you shouldn't, but I don't care. You know what? If you've ever been raped or had somebody do something like that to you, I am a survivor of a rape. It's good to know that people that got away with things like that don't really get away with it. And that's my answer to you. This person will not get away with it. They're going to pay in ways of not doing well with their mind in the near future. They're going to lose the ability to make sense. That's not any way. Now let's see. You want to know if you'll get justice. I feel like you will have more spiritual justice than I saw earthly. But I feel like you will get it because you did get the Wheel of Fortune. So his karma, it's going to come back around. This will come back around. You will have your, this will get sorted out. I think probably more in the future, but I think he's going to pay more physically, mentally, emotionally, and being more vulnerable, becoming someone that's could be victimized. Wow. That's what I want to say. Just to make sure that Virgo and Sin knows the real estate, I see it coming into, it's going to be a little bit further on. All right. All right, got JR. Okay. So best luck to Ruby. I'm just trying to catch up. Chocolate Roses, you came on yesterday, and right as we were ending, you had something you wanted to ask about. I know that. I asked for the direction regarding, a new home. All right, so let's take a look at that. New home, and then let's see, we'll go to Rosetta, and I'll look at that. Candace Owens. Does Candace Owens believe what she says? I just immediately thought, does she believe the shit that comes out of her own mouth? Sorry. Anyway. It is very burdensome because he's going to wish that he had gone through, I think, the justice. But it's going to be heavier for him as a result. And yeah, he's actually paying now and will be paying in the near future. Pay attention because you're going to probably be hearing that his brain isn't working right or something. Or brain damage or something. Mental illness maybe. All right. So I'm going to Chocolate Roses. A home. Direction. What does the universe want to share with you with regard to a new home? Any kind of advice that would be helpful to you with regard. Chocolate Roses. New home. Spirit. What have you to share? Just want to get dialed in. Chocolate Roses, new home. Five of Hearts. Okay. Now, this could be to do with the pandemic, because it's what I get every time I read on trying to find a new house. And it's like the pandemic, the star crossing you. So there's hope, and I feel like this is definitely, I'm feeling like the pandemic may have made you feel bleak or not uncertain about this, but I feel like there's a place that will be coming up because you're crossed by the star. Let's see. Nine of Pentacles. Well, that's good. I think that you would certainly not have trouble getting a loan or anything. And you're crowned by the Queen of Wands. Maybe this is a realtor or somebody that would be assisting you. Maybe we should ask, whose sister was it that was the... I just read upon her. I'll have to ask her to help you. Three of Pentacles. Working, I feel like, with other people in the recent past. Nine of Hearts. I think it looks very good. I think you will find a place in the relatively near future, because in your near future placement you have a sense of contentment, a great sense of contentment and comfort, like physical comfort, like home comfort, like home sweet home comfort. So I get that in the near future. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, new place, could be new abode. And I feel like there's a Queen of Wands that's connected to this, you getting a place. Might be somebody that just, oh, hey, I saw this cute house. Or this could be a realtor, somebody that knows as actually, doing that work. Princess of Pentacles. Yes, I feel like this is a home in the environment that you will hear about and go see. Be able to physically, at some point, go see. Princess of Wands. And yes, Lovers. I feel like you're going to have more than one choice. Again, the Lovers is also talking about some choices. So don't feel like don't let anyone pressure you or make you feel like you have to make a decision. Sometimes that can come up where somebody's like, if you have somebody that's trying to help you with a new home, don't let them pressure you at all into feeling like you have to do it a certain way, or because it's saying you want to consider all your options, all your choices, because I think if you hold out a little longer rather than too fast, there might be another place that you'd like even more here. Yes, Two of Wands. I think there are choices to be made, between more than one place. One of them's more traditional home, it would seem, with the Hierophant, where the other one might be, I don't know, more modern, I'm not sure. And the Empress, I see you really liking your home then. So I see you will find it, and I think it will be this year. Probably going into fall. But I am not great with timing, so don't hold me to that. But yes, I definitely do see a home, and I see it coming along, and I just see that you're going to love it. It's going to have a very feminine feel to it and touch. Very feminine. But there's two places. There's more than one. So just be aware of that and don't jump the gun. Hold out to see a second place because I think you'll like it better. Oh, that's good to know, Cheryl. Simonov. I'm glad that was so helpful. So I hope that was helpful, Chocolate Roses. Every time I say chocolate, it's making me hungry. I start getting hungry after all these readings. I was going to say, JR, that you're talking about your the male that I thought was possibly like having like problems with addiction, and you're acknowledging that, that makes sense. Because the cups, the seven of cups, it's kind of like, and that can tinker with the brain chemistry. Okay, so Vanessa, your granddaughter lost her, let's see, I just need to look at the other. Okay. Her glasses again, and I have tried to walk her through her day, but her mom is yelling and mad. Will we find them before school on Monday? Help! Oh my gosh. I have my oldest has ADD very badly, and she's always misplacing where she set something down, and can you ring my phone? And so we do this often, and it drives me bananas sometimes. But hey, let's take a look at her glasses. Will those glasses be found? Oh, thank you for popping in to say hello. Salome. Let's just see, because I have the time now to read, and I'm just about ready to wind this up. I'll wind this up at about an hour and 45. It's about another 15 minutes. All right. Let's see. The glasses. I want to know. I use this sometimes when I really can't find something. I get completely obsessed. And mother needs to be told, stop yelling, because that will make sure that you can't find it. If you relax, that's when you find it. That's what she needs to be told. Well, the glasses turn up before Monday. St. Anthony, we need you to get those glasses. Can you pop those off so that nobody's going to get in trouble? Mom's mad. It's not good. Yes, you will find it. Prince of Swords, and pretty quickly with the Prince of Swords. That's fast action. So I think pretty quickly that they will be found. The Fool. She's going to be like, why didn't I think to look there? I already looked there 3 times. The Fool. That is so funny to get the Fool, but I'm glad that you will find them. They're right where they were supposed to be. The Star and the Seven of Swords. And she's like, I just don't see it, but it was there, but I don't see it. And I can hear this argument going on with the cards. It's funny. Does that make sense? That's hysterical. I've never heard, that's hysterical. The cards teach you something new every time you read. And that's why I love reading them so much. I have time for one more question. So if somebody wants to ask, one more question. Oh, Rosetta. Ah, that's right. I need to get to yours. So hers will be the last one. Okay, she wanted to know if Candace Owens believes what she says. All right, let's just see. No BS. Does Candace Owens believe what she says? Does she actually believe what she says? Candace Owens. Does Candace Owens Tarot and Spirit Creator, does she believe what she says herself? Can we get a clarity on that? Let's just take a look. I feel content now with the card. That would be a Nine of Swords. No, she's nervous Nelly about it, actually. She knows that's some... That tells me that if she's that anxious about what she's saying, or that unsettled by what she's saying she believes, and she doesn't believe it. She's doing it for the coins. King of Pentacles. I think for somebody to throw her some money. Yeah. Is that the 10? Then we get the Wheel of Fortune and Death. Wow. She backed the wrong horse. You know, she's gonna pay for this. Ew. I think she's gonna lose everything that she's had with that Wheel of Fortune and Death. And I don't think physical death. I would doubt it very much. I think what would hurt more would be in the pocketbook, and also not having this lifestyle and being able to say that you're this or that you're that, and you're just, for her to be a nobody, so to speak, out on her ass. Looks like where she's headed, because this is all about money for her and attention. But she kind of gets a rush out of it with that, but it's nervous, like it's really uncomfortable. To me, I would just want to crawl out of my own skin type of energy with that Nine of Swords. And I think it comes back to her sometimes at night when she's sleeping, but she kind of like pushes it away because she's wanting to be, you know, to be independently wealthy and have her own money and be well-to-do. She's just trying to find an angle to, it's just an angle to secure money, but it's not right. Yeah, look at this. Okay, this is about contentment with the Nine of Hearts or the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. This is where money, and you're rearranging your life around comfort and really like excess, wanting the lifestyle. She's a lifestyle wanter. To have to live a regular life is that's just confusing to her. She wants one with privilege. That shows up with the Hierophant and the Seven of Hearts. It's like, don't confuse her with the facts. So I hope that makes sense. And I really hope that if you're still listening, I know that you've gone such a hard time. If you need someone to chat to, please know that we're here on Sundays, and we hold you in love, and we're here for us if you need us. You know, a lot of us have been through really hard stuff. So, and that goes for anybody out there. Just please know that we always get a really nice bunch of people here, and I hope that people will feel comfortable here. All right. Ed K. Hello. I know, I can't seem to get that I worked on that all last night and I couldn't seem to get it out. So you know what, I think I'm just gonna take that one down, which is annoying because I've reset it, but obviously I'm not quite getting it right. I'll take it down until I figure it out. I thought I had it right, but oh well. I'll get it figured out. Thank you, and thank you all so much. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and I'm going to hope that this just automatically does what it's supposed to with YouTube. If not, I will upload the video. There's just a few settings that sometimes I miss. I always seem to do that, but what are you going to do? I'm learning. I'm a work in progress like you guys too. So anyway, happy Sunday, and I'll be seeing you in the videos this week. Interesting how I'll see you in the videos this week, but just, you know what I mean. And I'm really looking forward to working on the haunted homes and locations. If you haven't put a location down for me to check out, please do. I really, yes, it is a learning curve, and I am the self-taught Ed, so like I got nobody but me and YouTube to try and I'm much better by watching other people. So, but I'll get it. I'll get it one of these days. It's really what I enjoy doing. I like to learn, makes me feel good about myself. So, all right, you guys. I'm going to close you out with some Reiki. And this is just a supportive energy. And Ruby, if you're here, I hope that you'll take up some of that. And I send you my love, girl, because that's tough. But I got to be real with you. I'm not going to lie to you about what the cards show me. So just take it easy, girlfriend. Remember that. No sudden moves. Just take it slow. All right. Nice to see you. Thank you so much, Ed. And you know what? I'm good. Every Sunday I'm here at 3. And I will be I'll be dropping a couple more lives so that I can connect. I like connecting with those of you who are subscribing to my channel. And it's really fun to build that rapport. So also when I go to read on you, you kind of become familiar. It's like, oh yeah, so that's helpful. So thank you so much to Lightworker, the amazing moderator here. Thank you. And please don't forget, Lightworker, to send me your email and your size, and I will send you a limited edition Maijastarot merch. All right. Mwah. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.